It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
On first down, it's Newton. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Samuels. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. He can run for, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton 7 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Steelers 0. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The first carry now for Benny Snell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Snell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defense is talking about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
27 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They run it with Ballage. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free. On 3rd down,
Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in there.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Judon able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Melange. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he is all the way up past the 25. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3. Timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
At the 44-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Second down, Samuels. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease. On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith
yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Patriots 28, Steelers nothing. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 56 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Take it to the house.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Christian Kirk, 29 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 7.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. Defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A final shot before the break. Newton taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Get ready! So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger looking downfield for Jones. And some room to roam now. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Touchdown, Patriots. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had a fighting crowd to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
42. Steelers 7. Steven
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ebron caught left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a first down throw for Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Ballage. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He was with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Gostkowski for the point after. Even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Patriots 63, Steelers 7. Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control and see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
carry.
The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Again, it's Ballage. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Let's go, baby.
Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Patriots are pouring it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell. 83 yards. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense, and probably Some tired minds as well, trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Samuels. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 39, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, it's Snell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Smith catches left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing here, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 27 yards on the game there. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on in the playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
that you asked today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I got an estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was saying. I ain't know you she don't know that I can face it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. About me, you don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz with this pink stuff. Yeah, gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me. Moving out of shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't gonna chat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag. I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a operation, went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was emergency mix. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does.